BeReal is a social media platform in which every single user is notified to capture and share a picture in a 2-minute interval every single day. Because it's at a different time every single day, you can't prepare for it. You're never gonna know when you're gonna be notified to be real. You're not supposed to recapture photos. You're given a very specific timeline in which you can take and share a photo. And there's no editing capabilities within the app, so you can't really censor yourself. The idea with BeReal is that it's like you're being a fly on the wall and you're capturing a moment in time in your friend's life and also in your own. According to the description on the Apple App Store, BeReal encourages people to show your friends who you really are for once. The idea is you have the opportunity to be real because it's removing the opportunity to edit yourself. Not only does the app take a picture from your front-facing camera, it also takes a picture from your rear-facing camera. So that means you're going to capture whatever it is that you're looking at, but then there's also going to be a selfie moment. So what typically happens is your face is in like the little corner and then you're showing, whatever's in front of you. There's also the opportunity to switch between the two cameras so you can choose which photo is the dominant photo. The main idea behind the app is to capture a moment in time, really to capture a real moment in time, not the cherry-picked or curated moments that we'll often see on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter. The interesting thing about BeReal is that it literally would not exist without Instagram. BeReal is created to be the antithesis of Instagram and newer platforms like TikTok. It's something that people were kind of crying out for. It became really popular on Instagram to show the Instagram versus reality perspectives of everyday life because Instagram got to a point where it was so curated and so perfect. It was becoming known that people were starting to feel a little bit bad about their lives because they would always be comparing their lives to, fabulous influencers, and they really wanted to see a peek behind the curtain. What's become popular these days is the idea of authenticity and also flaws. Instagram used to be about being perfect, and now everybody wants to see the flaws in people. Another big difference between BeReal and Instagram or TikTok or YouTube is that you have to participate in order to see what other people are sharing. I know for myself that whenever I'm on Instagram, I can definitely go down the rabbit hole of just scrolling and not sharing. I'm there for entertainment and to consume, and I often don't participate. With BeReal, you cannot see what other people have posted until you have shared what you have done. So what happens if you miss the 2-minute warning? You can still post your BeReal after the 2-minute warning, and then you can see what your friends posted and participate in the community. However, you do get a slap on the wrist for not posting on time. So it will be shared how much later you posted, and your friends will actually get a notification, even sent on their phone, saying that Grace just posted her BeReal 2 minutes late. I think that feature is a little bit weird and quite imposing. The argument is they do that so that it forces you to actually post in your moment and to not have the opportunity to edit. So, if I got the notification and was like, oh, this is really awkward, I don't want to share what I'm doing right now, I'm going to post in an hour, I can still post, but then it looks like I was editing myself. Even if it's for a fully valid reason, no one's ever going to know. And so the BeReal app is just kind of saying, well, it doesn't really matter, you should have posted anyways. And I think that's kind of dodgy. You also have an opportunity on BeReal to react to your friends' posts. So on Instagram, on stories, you can send instant reactions and their emojis. So it's like the heart eyes or the clapping or, the party emoji, that kind of thing. So with BeReal, there's something called RealEmojis. When you go to respond to your friend's content, you actually have to send a picture of yourself. So if you wanted to do, a response that was like a thumbs up, you would capture a picture and it would be you doing something like this, and then your friends would see it. Or if it was something that was shocking, you essentially are trying to reenact the emoji faces and show that those are our real reactions. Feels kind of weird, right? And again, I think that the point of this is to challenge ourselves to think about, do we actually feel that way whenever we're responding to someone? If you were in the room and someone shared certain news with you, would you respond in these extreme ways of emotions that the emojis respond? Don't know. BeReal has existed since 2020, but it has really just started to gain some traction. Now TikTok is responding with its own version of BeReal. You may have noticed on Instagram a couple of months back where on stories now they've changed the camera so that you can actually show what's happening in front of you and also have selfie mode on at the same time in a little square, or you can flip it around. And that idea was taken from BeReal. BeReal is an app that the other social media platforms are starting to notice and they're starting to take from. I think the main idea with BeReal is to put the social back in social media. So it's meant to be more of this close-knit community where you actually interact with your friends and get to know them better. I know before on Instagram, it used to be a platform where you only followed really your close friends and family. And now it's gotten to this huge stage where it's really based on marketing and entertainment. Sure, we all follow our friends still, but let's be honest, most of our friends don't really post anymore. The people that are creating content for us constantly are creators and brands, and they're the ones that are filling our feed with entertainment. If you enjoyed this video, then check this one out next, where we talk a little bit more about the question of authenticity and if it's possible to actually be real.